Okay, I'm gonna level with you. This is not a real sponge. Not the way that I think about it, anyways, as a biologist. This is not a sea sponge. This is a sea sponge, and yes, it is an animal. They're much more colorful, at least while they're alive, than a kitchen sponge, and they're also more amorphous, meaning that they have an irregular, blobby shape. But just because this is a plastic polymer and not a real animal doesn't mean that it doesn't have anything in common with a sea sponge. Most notably, they're both porous. They have these small holes in them which allow water to flow into and through the sponge. This is so important to sea sponges that their entire phylum is named after porosity. That's why we call them porifera. And yes, you do need to know that the sponge's phylum is called Porifera. So I hope you wrote that down. As I said in the previous video, sponges are the simplest animal. They don't even have real tissues. They're just one big blob of cells. And they're also sessile as adults. Basically what that means is that they don't move. And yeah, you gotta know that too. That's what sessile means. If they don't move, then how do they get their food? Well, we'll talk about that in the next section.